Okay, the title of this first poem is God's Compensation for Dante's Inferno, and it goes like this. Did I say it's God's Compensation for Dante's Inferno? Darwin didn't cover it. Creationists don't have a clue. No one on earth can explain or do justice to this woman with mere words. Just look at her, at the way she crosses her legs under a long, modest skirt, at the way she blesses silence with a simple golden sigh, at the way she gives compassion so freely to those that have used up all their second chances. She is amazing grace, effortless beauty, knowledge without cynicism, a divine mystery that baffles the wise and delights children. This one is called The First Kiss is Free, and it goes like this. I'm chain smoking her cigarettes, drinking the whiskey she left behind, holding her photograph with one hand, and trying not to pass out, just in case she decides to drop in at 4 in the morning. I thought myself above this kind of obsession until she redefined love and made the myth seem almost believable. Even though age has replaced anticipation with worst possible case scenarios, I still can't stop myself from embracing temptation. She is every cliche about love being an addiction made flesh. There is nowhere to run, no higher power to surrender to. She has all the answers, and every time I see her, I beg the question. If my pessimism should prevail, and this goes the way of past relationships, then look for me in a madhouse, or a recovery home, or a bar, or some other sanctuary for those going through withdrawals. And I will cry on your shoulder, show you my scars, curse her name, laugh at the futility of romance, and secretly wish for one last fix. Well, that one woman had a problem with French. I had a problem with Spanish, so be merciful. The title of this poem is Whoa, No, Guadalajara Won't Do. And it goes like this. Black hair, dark skin, green eyes. She's always in the lounge of my favorite Mexican restaurant. One night, after 7 margaritas, it made perfect sense to ask this total stranger out for a date. She glanced at me and said, "Hablas español?" I replied, "God, I wish. Do you know any English?" "No." "None at all?" "Not a word. I'm really sorry." "But we're talking right now. And with the most devilish grin a gringo has ever seen, she repeated, "Hablas español?" I swam back to my side of the border with my tail between my legs. Now I'm studying every night. When I finally get it right, I'll go back to my beautiful barfly, drink 7 more margaritas, then turn to her and in perfect Spanish say, "Not if you were the last señorita on earth." Okay, this poem is about how great it is to have kids in military school. No, I'm just serious. It's a serious poem, actually. It's about those awkward questions, you know, that philosophers ask, that a kid will ask. You don't know how to answer. It's called, the title of the poem is, "I picked the little bastard up and threw him in the pool." And it goes like this. My youngest son asked, "Dad, what is evil?" I wondered if there was a way to explain it, how one could do justice to injustice, or make the senseless make sense. I realized nobody can answer that question. He'd just have to find out for himself and get married. It's the last one. This is called Hindsight. This is for Elvira Dark-Poe. This is for the Raven Poe and Elvira Dark-Sticks. It's a long story. It's called Hindsight. She says it's good to see me again. Her hair, makeup, and clothes are black upon black upon black. Dark shadows draped over pale skin. She walks to an empty space in front of the band. Her dance is a sensual catharsis that turns every casual glance across the dimly lit room into an act of voyeurism. She says she needs to talk. Her stories make me wince, but draw me deeper into her perpetual night. Howling under the moon, it's her manic phase. She spills her wine. Her laughter is real and hard. Her smile more seductive than the heavens above us. She's still enjoying the ride, still searching for her limits, and her parents are still waiting by the front door, fuming. This will be how I remember her. Before she carved lines into her face, laid tracks on her arms, and got all the tattoos she'd later regret. Before her parents finally gave up and went back to bed. Thank you.